Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique together. This is our home, and we have a duty to make it better, not just for us, not just for this generation, but for the next generation and the next generation. So we need to lay a solid foundation for them to build upon. And I think that is our task. There are some people who love to break down and pull down and destroy stuff, cause disruption, cause mayhem, cause chaos. They love that. But there are those of us out here who want good. We are turning the page of negativity and going into a positive mode. We want to see good things happening for our country, and we are working towards it. We are not just talking, we are working towards it. There are some people out there who believe that the NDC can turn stone into bread within 2 years, can turn water into wine within 2 years. And they have this expectation, although it's misguided, because they know that the NDC cannot achieve everything, change everything, fix everything within 2 years. They know. But they were badly beaten at the polls, and their desperation is becoming obvious. They are desperate. But why? Why are you so desperate? Why you want power so much? You had it for 23 years and a half. You have seen it all. You have experienced Hurricane Ivan. You have experienced Hurricane Emily. You have experienced the mini bug. You have experienced severe drought. You have experienced Storm Surge Lenny. You have experienced COVID-19. You have experienced, chikungunya, right? You have experienced Zika. You have experienced it all. You have seen so many wars fought around the world in 23 years and a half. You've experienced it all. What more do you have to offer? What more can you give to the Grenadian people? Some of you on that particular side, you're now in your late 70s, early 80s. What more do you believe you're capable of doing or giving to Grenada? Because we are watching you in opposition. We are watching your conduct. You're not about building. You're not about transforming. You're not even happy when Grenada is doing well. You become very defensive, very angry. we're seeing you, we're watching you, we're observing your conduct. You're out there now praising wrongdoing. You're glorifying it. You're normalizing corruption. You're normalizing wrongdoing. You're normalizing theft and fraud because that person is on your side. So you care less about taxpayers' money. But I am saying we, the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, we are keenly observing you. And you believe that you're getting somewhere. You believe that you're gaining more support. You believe that people like what you're doing. Well, you need to get a good pollster to do a very honest poll for you. And they will tell you that you're nowhere in the political, arena. You're even worse off than you were before the general election of June 22nd. More and more people are getting to dislike you and your team because you're out there only trying to tear down, only trying to mash up things. Why? Why can you not be happy that this young team of men and women are doing good for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique? Why? Why you're so angry? Why you're so bitter? But folks, tonight I want to give you the opportunity to call in and let us know some of the things that the NDC did in the last 2 years, or just a little under 2 years, because in the next 4 days, NDC will celebrate 2 years winning the election and getting into office. So I want you tonight to call in and tell me some of the things you have seen that you know the NDC did in the last 2 years, or just a little under 2 years. You know what I mean? In your community, in your constituency, throughout the country, nationally. It will be nice if you can call in and let us know. And don't try to take up all the things. So you can call and give us at least one or two, right? Give us at least one or two of the things that you have seen in your constituency, in your village, in Grenada as a whole, in Carriacou, in PT Martinique. The number is 415-4817, 415-4817. I would love to hear from you because those on the NNP side, they are saying the NDC did nothing. But you are living witnesses. You're experiencing the thing every day. So it would be nice if you can call early o'clock and let us know some of the things that the NDC did in the last 2 years or so. Again, the number is 415-4817. 415-4817. I want to encourage the folks on Facebook and on YouTube, please share the live. Sharing is caring. When you share the live, more people get to discover the program because there are some people who don't get notifications. Those things do happen on Facebook. So if you share the live, they will discover, they will know that the program is live. So don't just watch the program, but take the opportunity to share the program on your page so that your friends or the fans of the program who don't get notifications, sometimes you just don't get notifications, they will discover the program. They will know that the program is on live. So again, the number is 415-4817, 415-4817. Call and tell us some of the projects, some of the things that the NDC did in the last 2 years, or just a little under 2 years. It's a good opportunity for you to do just that. Let's take the first call. The first call here.
Sir,
Good evening, caller.
how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, man. I'm so happy. Came the sweetest thing that could happen. That NDC did for Grenada and Grenadians was to get rid of the NMP. That's the sweetest thing that could have happened.
Yeah, well, that's kind of obvious. All right.
Yeah, that's the sweetest thing. I happy about that.
Okay.
Right on.
No problem. All right.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you. That's kind of obvious. And thank you very much, dear caller. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. No problem. Getting rid of the NNP. The Grenadian people went out in numbers and voted overwhelmingly for the NDC. So again, thank you very much, dear caller. I understand where you're coming from. The number is 415-4817, 415-4817. It's an open opportunity. I would love to hear from you. Call in and see some of the things that you know the NDC did in the last 2 years. All right, it's a good opportunity. You know, many a times our supporters will just allow the NNP to be out there saying all kinds of stuff, to say that the NDC didn't do this and the NDC didn't do that, even if you know and you can articulate some of the things that the NDC did. And that's the problem that we have always had as a party, especially when we are in government. But it's a good opportunity for you now, tonight, to talk about the things that the NDC did, that you know that the NDC did in the last 2 years.
Now the election bacchanal die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget spites and grudges and concentrate.
Right, so while I have a list of things that they have done, that I have created, I'm not going to go into that now. I want you to call and tell me some of the things that you know that they have done in the last 2 years. All right, so even if I have to play the music until the end of the program, I am giving you the opportunity tonight to list some of the things that you know the NDC did in the last 2 years or so.
Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show.
All right, let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Ken.
Good evening.
And how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks, man. And you?
Not too bad. I'm calling from Carriacou.
All right.
We have a brand new washroom at the Botanical Garden in Carriacou. We just refurbished the washroom at Paradise Beach. And there is so many things. It's like when somebody takes you to a jewel shop and tell you to choose something, and you don't know which one to choose. So many things that happen in Carriacou. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817. It's a good opportunity for you to call in tonight and list some of the things that you know happened in the last 2 years or so under the NDC.
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
Yes, and it's a good opportunity for you to call in. So while you can comment, you can say those things on YouTube and Facebook, the people on the radio will not see that. They will not be able to, they don't know that you're commenting. So I am saying it's an opportunity that you have to call in. All right? You can do it WhatsApp, you can do it straight. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, good evening, Cam.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling to say I tend to echo the first gentleman who called.
Yeah, but that's kind of basic. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's
You
very
want
basic,
something more
very
in depth
obvious,
and more
but in the
substantive.
Yeah, but in the context of which I'm speaking, it's what did they not do? So it's very hard to really pick out. But again, we have to look at the pensioners, the teachers' payment, the food for the feeding for the school. There is so much that you already cannot
And that is
put your
why,
finger
and that is why I
on.
said tonight, all you need to do is just give me one or two.
Okay, so I think one of the best thing is the pensioners taking care of the older people who live a lot in Grenada
Beautiful.
over the years.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Plenty love. Nice. Yes. So that is why I said just provide me with one or two, because there are a lot of things. So you see, you provided the pension and the gratuity that was paid under the NNP. They refused. NNP refused to pay the pensioners their pension and the gratuity. There were some pensioners, a good 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, they never got their pension or their gratuity. The NDC came and they paid that. So that's a big one. $75.1 million. Good evening, caller.
Kim,
Hi, good evening.
accountability and good governance.
Thank you very much. All right,
Okay.
great. So the caller is saying we have more accountability and more good governance in the country. All right, that's wonderful. Very, very good. Let's take that call here. Good evening, caller.
Good evening.
Hello.
Kim, hello.
Yeah, how you doing?
Kim, the WASH, not bad. The WASH program is one I really, really admire what the government is. I work in St. David, during Hurricane Ivan, and I'm really happy that WASH program.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. So the WASH program, where they provided modern bathroom and toilet facilities for families without, the families with latrine pits or outdoor toilets, they got, I think, 34 families or so got got some assistance with a modern bathroom and toilet facility. All right, let's take that call. Good evening, caller. Hello. Hello. Hello.
The water was the sewer water was going on in the river.
Yeah.
And that's a big one.
Can you speak a little louder? Hello. All right.
Lakalom sewer.
All right. So the Lakalom sewage, right? So the Lakalom sewer, they fixed that and they corrected that problem. And as the caller rightly said, the water was going into the river. So they corrected that problem, and the residents there, they're better off. Good evening, caller.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening.
The best thing I believe that the NDC did for the 2 years is to adjust the NS time, extend it to for the next 40 years so that the poor and vulnerable people could have something to get to live by. The pension scheme for the NS. That's one of the best things I think we ever do.
All right.
Extend the life of the pension scheme.
All right. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you very much. So the caller is saying he's happy that the age, in other words, the retirement age is now 65 from NIS end to collect your money from NIS. So they extended that from 60 to 65. So, and they're doing it matriculatively over a period of time. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, Kim.
Good evening.
Yes, I think one of the big things that the NDC did in 2 years is that free tuition to NULO and TAMCC, and also the TVET programs they introduced in majority schools. That's a big thing.
Okay.
Huge.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, so the caller is saying the free tuition for students at TAMCC and NULO. That's a big thing. And also introducing TVET, technical and vocational training and so on at the primary and secondary level. And even Grenadian history was introduced too at the primary and secondary level. Good evening, caller.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine. For me, the most important thing is the free tuition and the bi-weekly or the bi-monthly payments that the previous administration said could not be done.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So the caller is speaking to the bi-monthly salary payments and the free tuition policy. Good evening, caller.
Hello, good evening, Kim. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. The best thing NDC do in the 2 years is to take step in getting organized with the Shell and Scott money. That's the best thing I see NDC do for the 2 years. And the next thing I see they do for the 2 years they're in power, put Grenada in the map with the independence celebration.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, the Golden Jubilee celebrations, the independence celebrations, 50 years, that was really well organized. It was a big thing. Big thing. We had thousands and thousands and thousands of people who came back home and who viewed that all around the world. Let's take that call. Good evening, caller. Hello. All right. Let me see here. Hello.
Hello, Ken Jones.
Hi. How you doing?
Yeah, good night.
Good
One
night.
of the greatest achievements for me, what this government do, is the teachers was fighting right for the right, and they get the previous government deduct the salary money from the salary, and as this NDC government come back, they pay them back the money. It's a good achievement.
All right. Thank you. Right. So the caller is speaking about the doc salary. That's good. That was repaid. And then we had all the sports, all the intercall, the parish sports and so on, the debates, science fairs, and we can go on and on. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, my dear?
I did quiet, man. I want to say first time I see a government raise salary so high, a big jump. Who used to get $700 getting $1,200. I see people used to struggle to get $1.50 more, and this government come and raise it so much. So this is a good thing for the people of this country.
All right. Beautiful. So the caller is speaking about the minimum wage adjustment. The minimum wage adjustment, that is what the caller is speaking about there. She's saying, and that's my good friend, she's saying that under the NDC, they adjusted the minimum wage. So there are people who used to get $700, who used to get $800. They're now getting $1,200 a month. So their salary increased significantly. Security officers, for example, under the NNP, they were getting $4 an hour. Under the NDC, they're getting $9.25 an hour as security officers. So that's a major, major, major improvement. You have a lot of like trainees, Imani trainees, they're getting $1,200 instead of $700 now. Good evening, caller.
Yes, I can. Good night.
Yeah, good
Yes,
evening.
the people was suffering for water for a long time. The NDC come that is provide land and water for the poor people and them according to the area that they was living.
All right. Thank you. So the caller is referring to people who live on government lands, who live on a piece of land, but the landlord refuses to give them permission to put that water, to get water, or the government is saying, we can give you water in your name so you can at least have a pipe-borne water. So that is what the caller is referring to. Thank you very much, dear caller. Again, the number 415-4817. And if you tried calling and you did not get you, just try again. All right, keep trying. The number is 415-4817. It's a good opportunity for you to call in and tell me some of the things that you know the NDC administration did in the last 2 years. Good opportunity for you to do that. And don't believe I don't have a list. I have a list of so many things that they did in the last 2 years. It's a good opportunity for you to tell me some of the things. All right. Good evening, caller.
Yes, evening, Kim.
How you doing?
Kim, yeah, all right. MIT, Kim, that's a big one. The creation of MIT.
Yes, the creation
That's
of
one.
MIT. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. That's a big one. I agree.
Yeah, that we seen a lot of movements with a lot of projects. Yeah.
Beautiful.
A lot of movements with a lot of projects. the removal of all the derelicts and the painting of the road and everything, and that oversight, project oversight, that is serious business.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I fully agree with that caller. The creating of MIT. It's a new ministry that never existed before. In fact, other countries want to learn from Grenada. How you able to put that together so quickly and implement many of these projects and programs and get things going. All right, so that's a major achievement. They've been able to do a lot of work getting the job done. I want to applaud them for that. And you're correct, dear caller. Again, the number 415-4817. 415-4817 is a good opportunity for you to call in and list some of the things the NDC achieved over the last 2 years. They have done a remarkable job, an excellent job, but it's good if you can call in and tell me some of the things that you remember they did in the last 2 years. Well, it's almost 2 years. 4 days again to go. Let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Hey, good evening, Kim. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good, Kim. The upgrading of driver's license, just creating jobs for drivers, and the way the government are giving squatters on government land ownership to those lands.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yes. The caller is absolutely right. Let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Hi, Kim. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
My brother Nisa.
Good, man.
Right. Kim, one of the things that I'm really proud of is the land that the government was able to take, or whatever word you want to use, for the Grand Beach, and the expand the Camahan Park, and the land that they took back and placed back into the hands of the Grenadian people. I really think that was a big thing for us, in terms of the government or the people of Grenada having this amount of asset back into their hands. Thank you very much.
Yes, I want to agree with that caller too. So the caller before the last made two very good points. The upgrading of the driver's license. More people are getting employment. More people are getting opportunities now. And small and medium-sized businesses are happy, very happy. Spoke about the land regularization, giving land title and deed to people on Crown lands. That's a good thing. And this caller is making a very valuable point. 5 acres of land we got back, and we expanded Camahan Park with that. That's good. The only green space on Grandlands Beach. Good evening, caller. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello, Ken.
Hi, good evening. How you doing?
Ken. Not too bad. How are you doing?
I am fine, thanks.
Okay, you know what? I think that the Law Valley government did is the free tuition for the kids.
Yes.
And the history of Grenada. I went to secondary school in Grenada, and all the taught us was British and European history, which I think was garbage. So I'm happy for that.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the government reintroduced Grenadian history in our schools. That's a big thing. And the caller is right. You went to school and they taught us European history. All right. Christopher Columbus, this and that. But it's a different ball game now. All right. Nice. Good evening, caller. Hello.
Good evening, Cam.
Hi, good evening.
This NDC government has purchased 84 acres of land to build a brand new teaching hospital and relocate the hospital from this narrow, winding road and Fort George into a coming soon into a place what we can all be proud of. And secondly, they've also almost completed a brand new headquarters for the Royal Grenada Police Force. And I think it's very much appropriate for them to be in a place that they could be easily accessed transportation-wise. Two good jobs that they're going to do.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So they renovated the cable and wireless building on the Carenage, and that's where the police headquarters will be located. That's where they're going. All right, that's their home. I remember under the NNP, they promised a police headquarters, and up to this day, we have not seen anything from the NNP. Good evening, caller.
Hello, good evening, Cam.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
I am just not bad at all. I am so happy about the creation of the Office of Creative Affairs, allowing our young creatives the opportunity to flourish and to shine. That's the thing that's coming to mind now.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. So the caller is absolutely right. Creatives, they got 100% concession.
Yeah, Kim.
Hello.
Yeah, Kim.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. The first thing that the government did in the last 2 years is getting rid of Diablo and paying the pension.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good evening, caller.
Hello, good evening again. And just one of the greatest things this government do again is to give the leader of the opposition and the members the $5,000 for the parliament when they go in parliament.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the caller. So the caller is saying it's a very good thing that the government did to increase the salaries of MPs. MPs, both on government side and on the opposition side. All right. Good. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817, 415-4817. That's the number to call to get on the inside. Giving you an opportunity to tell us some of the things that the NDC did in the last 2 years. We have seen a number of police stations renovated and upgraded. So not just the police headquarters on the Carnage. So they bought that building, the old cable and wireless building, and they are now renovating it, retrofitting it to house the police headquarters, to have them placed there. So it will be the police headquarters and the Carnage. But you have the St. Paul's police station, also renovated and upgraded. You have the Sotez police station, right? Then you have a number of medical stations. The Westerhall Medical Station that was upgraded and renovated. The Good Hope Medical Station was upgraded and renovated. The Victoria Medical Station upgraded and renovated, or renovated and upgraded. The Hillsborough Medical Station upgraded and renovated. The Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou upgraded and made a climate smart facility. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, good. You know, Kim.
All right.
Two things I'd like to mention is the National Spike Planting Program and the free hot meals for the children in school.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, caller. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're far away, but go ahead.
And I would like to get the airport getting plane to come to Carriacou.
Okay, the night landing.
The night landing, and not even the night landing. We couldn't have planes to come to Carriacou for a couple of years.
All right. Oh, all right. Yes, or getting back the planes to come there. Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, I could recall. You're correct. So they are now working on the night landing for the Lauriston Airport in Carriacou. And the caller is absolutely right. Getting back the airline to function from Carriacou, to take passengers to and from Carriacou. That's a big thing, and I want to applaud the caller for that there. Again, the number is 415-4817, 415-4817. The Wynwood Fish Market that was renovated, upgraded, and they're building a jetty there now, which is really great. That piece of road to go towards the hospital in Carriacou, that's a major piece of road. I think also in Petit Martinique, they did, what was it, 2,000 feet of road in Petit Martinique, and a number of other projects there. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817, the number of workers have been regularized. Remember, they indicated to us that they will do it in 3 phases. They have completed the first phase, almost 300 workers regularized, given job security, meaning that they got a letter from the Public Service Commission retroactively. So they're in a better position. They can get a loan, they can, take it from there. Good evening, caller.
415. Can you please repeat what the callers from Clerico and Peter Martin is saying, because they are coming over very low.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much there. So I'm trying to repeat. Thank you very much for that. Again, the number is 415-4817-415. It's a good opportunity for you to call and tell us some of the projects in your community that the NDC did, some of the projects in your constituency that the NDC did, some of the projects that they did nationally, some of the things they did nationally. It's a good opportunity for you to do that. The number is 415-4817. You can call me via WhatsApp. You can call me straight if you want to. Let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Yes, Cam is right. The Brickwater project in Sobeys to control the seaweed.
Yes.
That's a very good project.
And
I
I
really
think
appreciate. I like that one.
And I think they also have a fish, something for the fishermen there too.
Right.
Storage and
right.
particular facility there
Yes.
too. So that's a very good one.
Yes. So they even have the fish something every once in a month now on the water there,
Right.
which is very beautiful.
Yes, and the Honorable Andy Williams, he was very instrumental in that particular, I think, Fish Saturdays or something of that sort. Whatever.
Fish Saturdays, yes,
Right.
right
Yes.
with the wood brick, yes, the
Right.
extension of the thing there, yeah, that's a nice project. I like it.
Yes, I want to commend
Yes.
Karim and the others, but again, I want to give kudos to the Honorable Andy Williams. He was very instrumental in that too. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817, 415-4817. So Karim and the team there in Sobeys, you all are doing a fantastic job creating opportunities for the people in your community and for folks to come and enjoy the foods and the social get together in that community. That is really, really good. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817. Remember, the NDC also paid the TAMCC workers. They were on strike, they were protesting. The NDC paid them their money and they went back to work. Do not forget that. A caller spoke about the increase that public officers got. 13% increase over a 3-year period, and all the fringe benefits that they were able to negotiate for without going on the streets and protest or demonstrate for that money. That's a very, very good thing. All right? Very good thing. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817. You know about universal education because the NDC rolled out or introduced universal education. No child will be left behind. They will get a secondary school education. Let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Good night.
Good evening.
The piece I wrote by Imparade. He was a big trend for over 2 years. They fixed it in a weekend.
Okay. Thank you.
Imparade by Andal.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening, caller.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Yeah. All the playing fields that light up, fixing up all the playing fields, lighting them up, basketball court, fixing it up for the past 2 months.
Yes.
That was a good.
And you're correct. You're totally correct. The community centers. No, I said you're totally correct. The community centers were refurbished, a number of them. Playing fields were resurfaced because it was so stony. In some cases, were not even, done properly. So the NDC, they had to redo it, the surface, put new soil and plant grass and other things like that. And they lit most of those playing fields. The basketball courts and netball courts, that too, were fixed and upgraded. So again, caller, you're absolutely correct. You're right. And not only in just one constituency, but throughout the country. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
Hi, Cam.
Hi, good evening. How you doing?
And the taxes.
Pardon me, I didn't hear you.
The gun amnesty.
Oh, the gun amnesty and the tax amnesty.
That was
all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The gun amnesty and the tax amnesty. Yes. The tax amnesty saw hundreds of people taking advantage of that and coming good or getting in line with their taxes, being tax compliant. All right. So they pay their tax, but the principal, the penalties, the penalties and the interest and so on, that they didn't have to pay, but they were able to pay the taxes in full. Thank you very much, dear caller. And the gun amnesty was imposed, put in place through legislation so that the folks with illegal firearms can bring them in. Remember, very soon, the government is going to parliament and the laws for people with illegal firearms would be very, very draconian, very, very tough. And a lot of people are going to bawl, a lot of people are going to scream because once you're caught with a firearm, or if you are in the company of a person with a firearm and you cannot properly explain, you might be in serious problems too. So again, if you harboring people with illegal firearms, you too will face the penalty. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817. We are able to get back the lands where Radisson Hotel is located. Remember that land was given under the NNP administration to some individual, in the United Kingdom. We were able to get back those lands. All right? Which is great. It's in the name of the people. The Moline project, land slippage project, they building that piece of road there. Very, very important piece of road. They're continuing that project. They never give up on the project. And it's way advanced. By year end, that road should be ready for use. All right. So again, it's an opportunity to call in and let us know some of the projects that you can recall, you can talk about, that the NDC administration did. Give me a buzz. We have seen over 100 new police officers recruited and trained for the Royal Grenada Police Force. Good evening, caller.
Sorry. Wrong number. I think 415-4817.
Well, that's Kem Jones here. Hello?
Isn't that the program that going on there?
Yeah, that's the live program, yes.
Oh, no, I was just calling in for the
Yeah. Go ahead. You're live.
I was calling for the new how to call it, the tax they're giving in for the pension tax. They're giving for government casual workers.
What is that?
They're giving the government. They say they're giving pension for the casual work.
You're talking about the people on contract.
Contract workers.
Right. So there is tax reform. Tax reform is coming, and sometime October, thereabout, legislations will be advanced in Parliament to provide pension for people who are on contract. Right, 3,000 plus workers. They're in contract within the public service and they have no pension upon retirement. So the NDC administration is doing that so that they can get their pension.
I find that is a very good move.
Of course, I agree with you.
And I see on the television, tell them to help them people in the fish market with the kind of condition if they could improve on that for them.
All right. Thank you very much. Great. Yeah, and everything cannot be done under 2 years. The NDC still has 3 more years to deliver on many, many, many things. The NDC hired 26 new nurses. The NDC hired 9 new doctors. So that's really good. The NDC continued with that project at the Maurice Bishop International Airport, upgrading it and transforming it. They did not stop that particular project. The project on Fort George, they are well advanced with that project. All right. The poor relief assistance program. Remember, people 65 and older, they're getting $500 now. People with mental and physical challenges, they're getting $500 now. So again, it's an opportunity that you have to call in and have your say, to tell me some of the things that you can recall. The Citizenship by Investment program, they've surpassed $1 billion in revenue. The economy continues to grow very impressively. Unemployment continues to fall. The rate of inflation is on a decline. Bank liquidity and compliance in terms of paying loans and so on, that is in a good stead, a good place, a good position. The banks are liquid and people are more and more compliant. The CES program, we know that hundreds of small and medium-sized businesses benefited from that $30,000 grant, up to $30,000 grant, in COVID relief. They were able to restock, expand, and build their businesses. The new track at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium that was done, and you know that the National Cricket Stadium that is being repaired, renovated, so that we can have 2020 night cricket and so on. All right, nice. So again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817. We have more planes coming to Grenada, more airlift for Grenada, thanks to this government and their negotiating skills. More arrivals of visitors to Grenada, thanks to this government again. Again, it's a number that you can call, 415-4817, 415-4817. We saw the start of the Grenada Christian Academy School at Pearl St. Andrew. We saw the renovation of a number of preschools and secondary schools throughout the island. All right. We saw the start of the Calivini Main Road project. We saw a lot of projects, road projects, are being done in nearly all the constituencies throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. A number of homes were built or renovated for the ordinary people throughout our country. All right? That's important. Very, very important. We saw that the government supported the Six Senses Hotel so that the completion of that hotel was realized. Support is given to the Livera Hotel Development Project. You know that Project 500 is getting on its way. Very soon, there will be a press conference to discuss that. So quite a number of things happened under the NDC. But again, you have an opportunity to call in. You have an opportunity to call in and have your say. Have an opportunity to call in and have your say. This NDC administration, they've been able to manage the economy well, stabilize the economy, manage it well, realizing surpluses, realizing revenues, realizing grants, realizing a number of good things for our economy. Good things for our economy. Again, the number is 415-4817, 415-4817. That's the number to call to get on the inside, to have your say. Still have opportunity to call in and tell us about some of the initiatives that you can recall the NDC did in the last 2 years. A lot of scholarships were handed out or given out to our people.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian who want to live in a foreign land.
Yes, and a lot of support was given to farmers, fisher folks. A lot of support was given to young people. So all the safety net programs, they continue. The debushing program, that continues. The Empower program, the money training program, the free textbook program, a whole pile of programs, they continue. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, Cam Jones.
Hi.
I say for the past 2 years and months, you don't see one demonstration, nobody demonstrating. That's number one. Number two, for the past 2 years plus, you don't hear one crook come in Grenada and join any other crook and crook the Grenadian people. That's number two. Number three, the passport program. You don't hear everybody who get this passport fully vetted. You don't hear no dishonest person and any person with any false name and doing any wrong things with the passport. $1 billion making. You don't see that in history. I mean, so many things you see that going on under this administration. I think it's enough. People should open their eyes and see and get this act together and start talking bullshit about this government. You're doing a damn good job and keep it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Derek Water. Thank you very much. Indeed, yes. And the passport upgrade too. Remember that is soon to roll out because there's some little things that they have to do to get it finalized, to move it to 10 years. So that's another thing. And the caller is right. We have not seen in the last 2 years any crook or any con man, any fraudster come into Grenada and con the government of Grenada. Under the NNP administration, we have seen a lot of conmen and crooks came into Grenada and con the government and take millions and millions of dollars and run away with it. So the caller is right. And there is peace in Grenada. The industrial climate is conducive for businesses and for development and everything like that. You don't see protest and demonstration and so on under the NNP every Monday morning. It was the case. So let's take that call. Good evening, caller.
Good night.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening, man. I live in Lamut for over 50 years, and I could say this has been the best era for the last 2 years. For the 51, this has been the best era for us. I could tell you, we have seen major development. The pasture is in full effect. The Lamut playing field, it is lit. If lights are wrong, we have solar lights are wrong, and we're looking to go and do toilet and bath facilities up there, We're looking to do the other chapter of the road. We're looking to get water to get in the park. And I could tell you, even the road network, because that road was bad, it was in a critical condition, deplorable condition. No, I mean, I heard people ask that they should put hump in the road, right? So it tells me that we have seen major development in this little village. I have seen it. And I want to say thanks to the Honorable Ron Redhead and his team and the government on a whole. Thank you so much. I feel good about that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much there. Indeed. Thank you very much. And there are a number of communities where they have seen a lot of work done, right? Community initiatives. That too, we need to highlight. We need to talk about those things, right? In the different constituencies. Again, the number 415-4817, the constituency allowance, giving every constituency $10,000 as allowance to do little projects and programs and so on in that constituency, which is a good thing. Very, very good thing. Again, the number 415-4817. 415-4817, that's the number to call. We still have about 2 minutes left in the program tonight, giving you a chance to see some of the things that happened for our people. All right. I know there is a project in Carriacou, this solar project to generate electricity and so on. I know the NDC was working on that. I know the Minister of Climate Change, the Honorable Kieran James and the team, they were up there a number of times working and making sure that project is well on its way so that they can self-generate electricity and so on up there. And they would not have any need for, gas and so on. Again, the number 415-4817, 415-4817, 415-4817. So quite a bit they've done in under 2 years. Quite a number of things. Good evening, caller. Hello. Good evening. Yes, so it's at Limley. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead.
I'm live.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
the police station and the Grove Medical Station in two private houses still here. I want the government to do something to that, man.
Well, everything cannot happen overnight.
I know that.
Right. So I'm saying to you, while we want everything to be done in 2 years, it can't be done in 2 years. NNP had 23 years and a half and they did not do it.
I know, understand the condition,
Yeah.
okay, but please try to help us, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so everything cannot be done in 2 years. The NNP was there for 23 years and a half, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't fix the medical station there and the police station. In fact, the police station was destroyed under the NNP, Hurricane Ivan, and they never rebuilt it. So again, Cole, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but things do take time, and I'm certain that over time it will be fixed. Right? We have to kind of calm down the expectations of people because everything cannot be done instantly. Everything cannot be done overnight. It's just 2 years, just 2 years. NDC still has 3 more years to go for a term in office. So I want to thank you very much for being a part of the program. I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful night. Take good care, and I'll be back with you tomorrow, God's willing, starting from 8 in the AM.